Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, the main suspect in the murder of veteran court reporter Barbara Gale was last night arrested by police after he was found hiding in bushes in Grange Lane, St. Catherine. Earlier in the day, Gale's stolen vehicle was found along Dyke Road in Portmore, St. Catherine. Gale's body was discovered inside her Caymanas estate home in St. Catherine by a neighbor around 10 a.m. on Tuesday. She was last seen about 3:30 p.m. on Monday, sitting on her front porch, conversing with a man neighbors recalled. The interaction between Gale, 77, and the man, whose identity has not been made public up to press time, was captured on doorbell camera footage. In the footage, he is seen calmly interacting with Gale, who offers him a glass of water. Gale's relatives told the news on Tuesday that they do not know the man in the video. The news understands that the male suspect is reportedly from an area known as Gulf in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine. The Major Investigation Division is leading the probe. The police reported earlier yesterday that their investigation was making significant progress after Gale's 2018 gray Mercedes-Benz GLA 180, which was stolen from her home, was found in a heavily vegetated area along the Dyke Road around 9 a.m. Bloodstains were reportedly found inside the vehicle. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Christopher Phillips said that the intruder's method of entry was being thoroughly investigated. Phillips described the murder as horrible, revealing that Gale had multiple stab wounds to the right side of her neck and a wound to her forehead. Since news of her killing, a wider cross-section of society has reacted with shock and disbelief at the murder committed in a gated community. Prime Minister Andrew Holness described the killing as senseless and said he had asked the relevant authorities to ensure that justice is served swiftly in the matter. In the latest condemnation Wednesday, the Jamaican Bar Association said the president and the council of Jambar deeply regretted Gale's death. Ms. Gale was well known for her compelling court reporting and dedication to the Jamaican legal fraternity. Her reports on legal proceedings have earned her a Journalist of the Year award, and she was also the recipient of the Press Association of Jamaica Community Service Award and the Caribbean Association of Media Practitioners Regional Award. She is remembered fondly by all members of the legal community, including attorneys at law, judges, and the court staff. We extend our heartfelt sympathies to her family, friends, and colleagues. May she rest in peace, Jambar said. Also paying tribute to Gale yesterday, the Court Administration Division said Gale's presence in courtrooms and her ability to report with clarity and depth earned her the admiration and respect of judges, attorneys, court staff, and fellow journalists. The CAD said her legacy is one of excellence in journalism and a steadfast dedication to the public's right to know. Barbara Gale was a trailblazer in court reporting, and her contributions have left an indelible mark on both the journalism and the judiciary. Her dedication to truth and transparency will continue to inspire generations of journalists, said Tricia Cameron Anglin, director and the CEO of the CAD. Male teacher at Immaculate Conception High facing sexual offense charges. The news has been reliably informed that a teacher of Immaculate Conception High School in St. Andrew has been arrested and charged by police investigators. The news understands that the male teacher has been charged with sexual-related offenses involving a student. The male teacher is said to have been having sexual relations with the teen. Multiple sources have confirmed that detectives on Wednesday went on the compound of Immaculate, one of the country's preeminent schools, and made the arrest during the school's press-giving ceremony. Sources say more charges are expected to be laid on the teacher. St. James, a businessman charged for allegedly defrauding church group. Fraud squad detectives have laid charges against a St. James businessman accused of defrauding a church group of more than $3 million. Dominic Shaw, a 37-year-old resident of Montego Bay, was charged last week following an investigation into an allegation of fraud. Mr. Shaw has been charged with a fraudulent conversion, failure to deliver goods on contracted date, and the possession of criminal property. Investigators reported that in February last year, Mr. Shaw, who is the operator of Cheap Travel Vacations and Events, was paid the sum of $3.2 million by a church in Portmore, St. Catherine for a vacation trip to an all-inclusive hotel in St. James. The accused allegedly received the funds on 3 separate occasions between February and September 2023. The period of stay for the church group was 5 days in October 2023. But a few days before the trip, the church was informed that no money was paid over to the hotel on their behalf. When contacted by the church group, the accused allegedly agreed to refund the monies. But despite numerous promises, to date, the funds have not been repaid. The matter was reported to the fraud squad. The fraud squad said efforts by the police to locate Mr. Shaw proved futile until he was placed on the JCF's wanted Wednesday list 3 weeks ago. He was apprehended by the St. James Police on December 7. Investigators are reporting that another unit within the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch has also charged Mr. Shaw with similar offenses based on reports from 3 other complainants. He is booked to appear before the St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday. Tufton wraps hospitals for lack of compassionate care after death of pregnant teen. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton is raising concerns over the quality of care and compassion provided to hospital patients, particularly in distressing situations, in the wake of the recent death of 14-year-old Anna Shea Campbell. Campbell died at the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine while giving birth. Speaking after touring the Spanish Town Hospital to introduce the new electronic health record system, Tufton acknowledged the tragedy and said the matter was currently under investigation. The hospital authorities are expected to produce a full report on the incident within 6 months, after which it will go to the regional body for further action. We have to try a lot harder to deliver care with compassion, but in this case, based on my interaction with the mother, I believe that more could have been done and should have been done to provide her at least with a level of comfort while recognizing the distress she was in, the minister said. Tufton further highlighted that the lack of empathy in health care delivery is an issue across the health system. Generally speaking, across the health system, there are too many cases where the compassionate component of understanding the grief of our citizens or patients is not nearly what it should be, he remarked. Tufton disclosed that he personally observed the interactions during his visit to the hospital and was dissatisfied with the level of care shown. Having experienced some of the interactions, I am not comfortable that enough was done, he admitted. On the technical side, Tufton said the outcome of the autopsy and the hospital's investigation is critical. He added, I have asked the chief medical officer to spend some time looking at the situation, and if it means that it has to go to an independent panel for further assessment, we will refer it to an independent panel. The incident has sparked outrage among Anna Shea Campbell's family members. Last Tuesday, her mother and other relatives staged a protest outside the hospital gates, demanding answers and accountability. The news understands that the baby Anna Shea was carrying survived and is reportedly doing well at the Spanish Town Hospital. Tufton sought to assure the public that the Ministry of Health and Wellness is committed to addressing the issues of customer care and empathy in the healthcare system to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.